Welcome to Bible Study with Faith, where I'm reading the Bible out loud to you in a way that's easier to understand. This is the book of Joshua, and we are on chapter 12. These are the kings of the land whom the Israelites had defeated, and whose territory they took over east of the Jordan. From the Arnon Gorge to Mount Hermon, including all the eastern side of the Arabah. Sihon, king of the Amorites, who reigned in Heshbon. He ruled from Aroer on the rim of the Arnon Gorge, from the middle of the gorge to the Jabbok River, which is the border of the Ammonites. This included half of Gilead. He also ruled over the eastern Arabah, from the Sea of Galilee to the Sea of Arabah, that is the Dead Sea, to Beth Jashimoth, and then southward below the slopes of Pisgah, and the territory of Og, king of Bashan, one of the last of the Rephites, who reigned in Ashrath and Edrei. Some of these are very new to me, saying out loud. I've only read them in my brain before. He ruled over Mount Hermon, Selecah, all of Bashan, to the border of the people of Geshur and Makkah, and half of Gilead, to the border of the Sihon king of Heshbon. Moses, the servant of the Lord, and the Israelites conquered them. And Moses, the servant of the Lord, gave their land to the Reubenites and the Gadites and the half-tribe of Manasseh to be their possession. Here is a list of the kings of the land that Joshua and the Israelites conquered on the west side of the Jordan, from Baal to Gad in the valley of Lebanon to Mount Halak. Sorry, this is sounding really rusty, and I realize that, but this is a lot of names. It reminds me of the book of Numbers. We're doing names of tribes and the areas that the tribes resided before they were conquered by Joshua and the Israelites. The lands included the hill country, the western foothills, the Arabah, the mountain slopes, the wilderness, and the Negev. These were the lands of the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites. These were the kings. The king of Jericho, the king of Ai, the king of Jerusalem, the king of Hebron, the king of Jarmuth, the king of Lachish, the king of Eglon, the king of Gezer, the king of Debir, the king of Gedar, the king of Hormah, the king of Arad, the king of Libnah, the king of Adullam, the king of Makdah, the king of Bethel, the king of Tappuah, the king of Hepher, the king of Apek, the king of Lasharon, the king of Madan, the king of Hazor, the king of Shimron Meron, the king of this one's difficult. Now I've lost my place. I can't say it. Akshaf. The king of Tanakh, the king of Megiddo, the king of Kadesh, the king of Jokneam in Carmel, the king of Dor and Naphath Dor, the king of Goyim and Gilgal, the king of Tirzah, 31 kings in all. And there we have it, 31 kings beheaded, stuck on a pole until sundown, and then burned and buried under a mound of stones to be left there till this day. That's also 31 entire cities that were taken down, destroyed and plundered, or destroyed, not plundered, depending on the directions that they received from our Father who art in heaven. And he is definitely a professional at warfare, and his people win every time. All they have to do is follow his instructions. And when you remember that life is a war, and that we are at constant spiritual warfare, we can look to the book of Joshua to remind us that all we need to do is listen with our hearts to the instruction that God is giving us. We could also find instructions in other books in the Bible and from talking to other people, but mostly our instructions can be given to our heart, step by step, day by day, moment to moment, through the Holy Spirit, and through using ultimate discernment when making decisions, whether it be parenting decisions or relationship decisions or even business decisions. I even have friends that like to place bets on things or trade on the market, and they use the Holy Spirit, while others use ChatGPT. You know who you are. There are people that have been utilizing the Holy Spirit for all of these decisions for a very long time. So, with that being said, that is the end of chapter 12. Had a little bit of a stutter there. That is the end of chapter 12. I look forward to reading chapter 13 with you. If you would like to catch up, all you got to do is pick up a Bible, any Bible will do, and read chapters 1 through 12 in the book of Joshua. Or you can find me at Jesus is a DJ, all one word, on my YouTube channel, or on my Snapchat, or on my TikTok. And I will do the reading for you.